A trophy, give us a call on 03 717 22 33 Also, if you want to come on and have a chat with David Bentley, ask him some questions about his time at Arsenal or Blackburn, or some stories about his time at England or Spurs, you know what to do. You know the phone line now, and give us a call. I've had a message in. We've got to talk a bit of Tottenham because obviously I played with you at Spurs.
Yep.
And we had a good time. We had a great side, didn't we, that team?
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Someone messaged in and said, what was it like, Bow and Modric in the side? And I mean, that team we played in was a proper decent team.
They were.
Really good side.
Solid. Did well. I mean, Modric and Bale, what they did there and what they went on to sort of achieve after that as well sort of speaks for itself. But like Bale, I mean, he could do anything. And that's the thing. He even could do long throws, like his long throws. He could do like
throwings,
he could tackle his free kicks.
See, he wasn't like when obviously Harry took over, didn't he?
Yeah.
And he weren't really having Bale at the start, was he?
They nearly got rid of him. They were about 48 hours from getting rid of him.
Yeah, no. And then Asuikoto got injured, didn't he?
Yeah.
And he was like, right, I've got to do something. I've got to play him. And he put him in at left back, and that was it. Then and
he just flew.
He just took off, and then he put him up in left midfield.
Yeah. When
Asuikoto come back from injury, and then that was it.
Yeah,
I don't
know what it was. Yeah, the penny dropped, or the switch flicked for Gareth. And that's football, isn't it? That opportunity, and what a player, what unbelievable player, and the squad and the team. Absolute talent all round the dressing room, and a good bunch of lads as well. We had a good bunch of lads there.
Yeah,
actually.
Woodgate was. I mean, obviously, I used to love coming in every day in the dressing room. You and Woodgate used to crack me up every day. You used to going at each other.
Yeah, it was
old stiff back. We used to call
old
him.
Stiff back. Yeah, he loves it. The old llama, isn't it?
Every time he sprinted, he'd pull his hammy.
I used to love doing impressions of him, like every day. But that's what it was. We went in every day, and I absolutely loved it. And when I speak about my time, even though after sort of 3 years it was bit over for me, you know. But it was a great time, great squad, bunch. I loved going in every day. I was loving being there.
Yeah.
And I mean, obviously to qualify for the Champions League, which was an unbelievable achievement for Tottenham at the time, to go up against City, and you could see the quality and the bunch of lads. We had a good team spirit to be able to do that, and that was a great achievement for Tottenham at that point in their development. Yeah.
I remember when you come in, I'll never forget it, and you got some great stories. I used to love it when you were about. I'll never forget Harry Redknapp took over.
Yeah.
It was a sunny day. I think it was just starting pre-season or something, and you'd come in. We'd gone out for training. Next minute, it just started. We're warming up, doing a bit of a possession, and you run off the pitch. Just no question. It started raining. You run off the pitch. Everyone's going, "Where's he gone?" Next minute, you come running back on the pitch, and Harry goes, "Where you been, Dave?" I went, I left the convertible open, Gaffer.
Mate, I get in there. Gaffer, you'll be all right.
That was unbelievable.
Yeah, I used to love it. I remember coming out in Michael, he wore a pair of Uggs, didn't he? And I come out and trained in them, didn't I? Did you hear that?
With a pair of Uggs?
With his pair of Uggs on.
Yeah. Who?
Michael Dawson, because he's a big lad, big centre half. He's wearing Uggs,
yeah,
and that's when they first come out. And I've gone right. I'm putting them on. So everyone's gone out to training.
Yeah,
I'm like, slipped them on. Bosh, went out and trained in his Uggs. It took about 15 minutes for everyone to realise. But it was like I said, it was a good environment, and it was all sorts going on, weren't they?
Yeah. It was a good team. It was a good side.
Yeah,
and it was actually a success. I mean, me and you played in the cup final. We both missed a penalty.
Oh.
I mean, obviously, I spoke about it before. It was heartbreaking, wasn't it?
It was
a horrible feeling.
It's the worst feeling that you can have, and it took a long time to get over it. Yeah.
I didn't sleep for months.
No,
I still think about it now.
Yeah,
Still hurts me.
Yeah, even when my boys. Because obviously my boys playing and the sort of practicing penalties or like their little tournaments they play, it all comes back to me. And if someone says anything to it, I fall like,
all funny, don't you?
Yeah, you do.
You know, like you take a penalty in a charity game, I'm thinking about that miss against Man United.
Exactly that.
Like, it scars you, doesn't it? Forever.
And you just know how important it is, you know, for the fans and stuff. It is like, you know, to be fair, let's officially apologise for our stupid penalties.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry, Tottenham fans. Like,
well, yours was worse than mine.
Oi, leave it.
You missed the target.
Oi, I dragged it. But when I looked at that goal, I don't know who was in it. Was it Van der Sar, Ben Foster?
No, it was Foster.
Foster. When I looked at him, he looked like a giant. You know what I mean?
I know.
And you try and do everything you can. bosh and whip it. But
you actually done me a favour missing, because otherwise I would have been the only one that missed, because they scored all 5, Man United, didn't they?
Yeah.
I took the first one. When I was walking up to take that penalty, it was like there was lead in my boots.
Yeah. Was that the first year?
That was
Ramos. Or was that Redknapp?
Redknapp.
Oh, was it Redknapp?
That was under Redknapp. Yeah. Ramos was the one we lost, didn't we?
Yeah,
we lost that one against. Sorry, we won with Ramos. Did we win with Ramos?
I joined just after that. Yeah. But, no, it's not nice. Look, we've gone all weird now, haven't we? Because we're talking about what have you done to me?
Well, let's talk about the unbelievable goal that you scored against Arsenal.
Yeah.
That goal.
Yeah.
The volley against your old club.
Unbelievable.
I mean, what a moment.
It was.
It was an outrageous goal.
Yeah. Just dying out on it for the rest of your life.
What was you thinking?
I think it was my first obviously for Tottenham. And just the build up to the game is completely different. You know, the pressure around the training ground. It's unbelievable build up. And,
it is,
all my mates, like in the, his mates, family in the stadium, and the build up for the game. And I remember that, like I've told it before, but Clive Allen did a bit of a, before the game, like the meetings we have where we assess what we're doing, videos and all that. And he pulled the team really and said, look, Almunio's always off his line, like he's off his line. So you get a chance, lob him. So I think that was in my head. It must have been instinctively in my head. So fair play to Clive. It's good coaching, that, isn't it? Because, I think that probably was it. And just their moments and then moments. Yeah, they live forever, and I'm so proud to have done that and loved every minute. The
celebration. I remember the celebration. You run 80 yards, didn't you?
I was knackered. I'd never run that far in my life. But because the fans were all over in the corner, weren't they? And Arsenal fans were brilliant. They've always been brilliant. I mean, but in the games they give me, they give you a bit, and all the Tottenham fans over in the corner, and. It was unbelievable. What a moment, I'll never forget it. So I loved it. Yeah,
John, who's a Spurs fan, he's phoned us up. He wants to talk about that. Go, all right, John?
Howdy, boys.
How you doing, mate?
I'm good, matey. Obviously, we're talking about that screamer he scored.
Yeah.
Only decent thing he done in a Spurs shirt.
He done a lot more than you did, though, James.
Oh, that's it.
No, it was. I remember watching that game, and I was always a big fan of both of yours. And when Bentley come up and scored that, I think I must have my neighbours must have thought I got murdered.
Yeah.
Because it was outrageous.
Yeah.
But we had players in the team that could do that, but it was just, we underachieved, didn't we, really?
A little bit.
I think we maybe did underachieve. It was at that time, though, where we was kind of caught up with Arsenal. It was a level playing field against them, wasn't it? It was a 50-50 game, that.
And I think, like you boys were saying about Bale, that was the making of him, that game, because I remember we hadn't won a game, had we, up to that point. And I think the game that he brought him on, I think we were winning 4-1.
Yeah.
And Redknapp brought him on. And then after that, he was never in a losing Spurs team.
I think he went 26 games, Bale, without winning a game.
Yeah. I remember the story. He brought him on. He was winning 2-0. He was playing Bolton or someone. It was 2-0 up. I mean, it was like 5 minutes left, and he was on the bench. And I think who was his Kevin? What was his?
Kevin Bond.
Kevin Bond.
That's what I call Woodgate now at Middlesbrough. Woody, you're Kevin Bond.
and I think Kevin Bond said to him, "Put Bale on. We can't lose this game. Right? We're 2-0 up. Let's get rid of the curse." So he puts him on. Bolton score straight away, don't they? Harry wanted to take him off, so we can't take him off.
Oh no. It's horrible.
Can I also mention about our upcoming season?
Go on.
Yeah.
I don't have my expectations too high as in we're going to win a trophy or fight for the title, because we're still in that and getting these team together.
Yeah.
What I can say, if you look at the young talent that we have coming through, oh my God, for years I've been saying to a lot of Spurs fans and a lot of fans, there's a couple of lads in the youth team we need to look out for. Jamie Donnelly, he's now in the Spurs team.
Yeah.
Will Lancashire, he's now in the Spurs team. And Mikey Moore, well, he's just signed a new professional contract.
Yeah.
Our young talent at this squad is unbelievable. If we can stick with Ange and we can stick with these young teams, I'd say in the next couple of years we will win the title.
Yeah, I think he wants to do that, doesn't he, Ange? I think he's got the perfect manager, Daniel Levy, with Ange. You know, like he wants to use these young players. He wants to sign young players.
And I think getting this, if all this hoo-ha about Solanke, people say, they don't think he's the right man. I think it'd be a great signing, Dominic Solanke, to be fair.
Yeah. All right. John, thanks for your call. I've got to ask you about. About Harry Redknapp. The obviously, you've got a one-day Ramos story as well. But the Harry Redknapp moment, obviously the famous moment with a bucket.
Yeah. And
how did that come about? Well, and was it the reason why you never played for Spurs again?
Well, I didn't, did I? No, there was more reasons. That was one of them, and it worked. But there was a build-up of sort of things probably I didn't do right throughout that sort of time. Yeah. But me and Harry he's a good guy, isn't he? He's all right. But that probably was a final nail and a big nail in the coffin, wasn't it? But how did it come about? We qualified for the Champions League. It was worth a fortune for the football club.
Man City, wasn't
it? And to beat Man City, and how much, not to talk about money, but it is worth a fortune to the football club, and it kicks the football club onto a different level. So the importance around the football club, and obviously all the players are getting rewarded, and you know how much it means to the fans, you know, that they're going to finally watch Champions League football. So the build-up to the game, big pressure. So actually do it, we're just buzzing, you know. And I went back, you know, the dressing room after that was just, it was champagne, you know, champagne, water everywhere. Yeah. So we're in there, I think that everyone's getting done with it, and they weren't even my idea. But you know what it's like. Do you want to do it? Yeah, come on. Yeah. And I was in my pants when I... But I was just happy. Yeah. I think he might have took it and, like, I didn't... Because I think he dropped me for that guy. Like, he put Hazard in. Like, but Hazard was better at that point to put in. He was better for the team. And I respected that. But I come on in that game and helped the team and so on. And was on when Crouchy scored the goal and was part of it a little bit. But yeah, I think he took it. Do
you think he took it? Do you think he took it literally? Like, do you think he took it?
I think he did, because I felt like it should have been. It was because we loved him. We perceived that we actually really liked. I think he took it the other way. Like, I don't know whether he. But
have you ever asked him?
No, because he. I think he didn't. I heard he didn't take it very well. Yeah, you know what it's like. Everyone tells you, didn't they? He didn't take it very well. Yeah.
It was a great moment, though.
It was, and it's another moment that will live forever, wasn't it? I love it in my pants. But people,
do you regret that one?
No, I love it, and I'll do it again. Because that's what it's all about. That moment in time will never go anywhere. Like, it was it will live forever, and it is in top moments of my career. I love it.
Top moments of your career. Pouring water over Harry after the game.
That's what it's all about. That is football. That is football. Yeah. That enjoyment, that being part of that team, being part with the lads, Matt manager, that moment, getting paid to play football and qualify for it. It's just, what a night. And you know what I'm like? You say, like, you've got to enjoy it. You've got to create moments like that, because they're look, philosopher Bentley's going to come out. You've got to create moments. You've got to think outside. And even though it weren't directly football, it is. Some of them things are. People remember them, and people talk to me now about them, and they live in people's hands. It's good. I love it. Yeah. I love it.
Yeah. I enjoyed it. It was a great moment. Yeah. Harry didn't know.
No, he didn't. No, I didn't play again. No. But yeah.
All right, keep your calls coming in. We're going to continue taking them. Got a few more stories as well coming up. 03 717 22 33
The Sports Bar with Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy. Monday to Thursday nights from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.